Okay, so I tried and tried to get down to that spot, but it was just kind of compressing everything. I got close to it and I took some biopsies of what I saw, okay? You got a lot of food still left in your stomach. Some solid food's not making it through that little spot. So it's important to stay away from really solid foods for now until we figure out exactly what's going on. I think we need to get you back to a gastroenterologist to do a more advanced endoscopy with a different type of scope. I tried for like 40 minutes, I couldn't get to it. And I didn't want to cause a perforation of your bowel. So again, I took some biopsies right next to that spot where it's compressed, but it's really compressed. A little bit of inflammation around that. Your colonoscopy, I found one polyp, it was 5 or so millimeters, and I was able to remove that. That was like in your proximal rectum. But we want to see what those biopsies come back as. From a surgical standpoint, if this continues to cause an obstruction, there are ways to reroute the intestines to attach it to the stomach. My concern is if we go and do that, not knowing what this compression is being caused from, and I don't know if it's caused from something around that part of the duodenum or the duodenum itself, but I didn't see anything on the inside. Again, I wasn't able to get all the way past that spot because of all the compression inflammation. So we still have to figure out what this is. I'm hoping the biopsies give us some answers. If they don't, I'm gonna help Christy expedite getting somebody more advanced to do a more advanced endoscopy. Okay, but Ensure, Boost, things like that, that'll make it through. Your contrast made it through, your prep made it through. There were some beans in your stomach still. When's the last time you had that?
I don't even know.
Okay, so some stuff is making it through. It's not completely blocked at this point, but I would like to figure this out sooner than later because obviously you're miserable, you're not able to keep weight on, so. So the first step is wait for the biopsies. In the meantime, I'm going to try to talk to the gastroenterologist. I know that Christy has been as well. And if there's an issue, I'll see if I can find a different one that can do something a little bit more advanced than what I do. Okay?
Explain to her the part that you said you could be pushing from the outside.
Well, we don't know what it is that's causing the compression. On the CT, there's inflammation of the walls of that valve. It could be a tumor, it could be something else. We just don't know. But if there's something on the outside causing compression, and the pancreas is right there, so those are things that we have to look into. And I was telling my husband I want to talk to the interventional radiologist. I don't think it's anything that they can biopsy safely, but I will talk to Dr. Pomerantz regardless.
At what point would you do exploratory surgery just to see what's going on in there?
I mean, that's an option, but that's not a place that's easy to get to safely. You have to open up the connection between the stomach and the colon to go down, and it's a lot of dissection to get down to the duodenum. So the other option is MRIs, but again, I want to wait for the biopsies and kind of go from there. These biopsies could give us our answer. I don't know yet.
So it'd be the biopsies, and then what would be the next step after that?
If those are non-diagnostic, I'm going to try to find a gastroenterologist who can do a more advanced scope than what I do. I do EGDs. I did get past where I usually go, but I couldn't get past that spot that's causing the compression. So just in the meantime, lots of Ensure, Boost, any type of nutritional supplement that you can take, just do the best you can. Even if you're not hungry, try to sip on it so you don't continue losing energy. You want to try to get some weight on and try to get you tuned up for a possible surgery down the road. But if there's anything with the pancreas or anything like that, you'd go to a tertiary center like Henry Ford or Michigan or something like that. But we just don't know yet. We have to.
What's the timeline on finding out when that is after the biopsy and then the?
We'll have the biopsy results by next week.
And that will tell us then whether there's anything to do with the pancreas?
No, it'll tell us if there's anything abnormal with the duodenum, the small bowel.
Okay.
Okay. All right. We got some stuff done with that rectal polyp. I'm glad you had that colonoscopy because that's the type that can potentially turn into cancer down the road.
Okay.
The rest of your colon looks good.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
What other questions do you have right now?
I guess just wait for the biopsy, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And get her regain her strength somehow.
Yep. Try to just muscle milk, any of that stuff that you can easily take down. Anything full liquids, I think will be fine. And nothing more than soft food like eggs. things
She's
like
hardly
that.
been drinking water.
Yeah, it's hard to keep
I mean,
water
we might
down.
get to a point where we have to go and do a diversion, but I was telling your husband I want to try to avoid that because if
Right,
there's something surgical to fix that part of your duodenum, I don't want to disrupt the planes and rearrange everything. That would make that more difficult.
right.
All
Alright,
right,
alright, thank you.
you're welcome.
Bye-bye.